on the 1st of April, with all of this energy, we are being pushed into this rebirth, whole new era. This shift is here, like I said. And this era is being rung in with the Imperial Boomerang. What's a minor triangle? So a grand trine is made up of 3 planets that are all trining each other. A minor triangle is when there are 2 planets trining each other, and they are both sextiling a 3rd planet. A trine has much more flow, has much more harmony compared to a sextile. However, a sextile is still very much a beneficial aspect. So, while a grand trine is amazing, it can sometimes have a hard time manifesting and be much more internalized, if that makes sense. Versus a minor triangle has just the tiniest bit more tension, and that tiny bit of tension is what's going to help push that minor triangle to manifestation. Again, both sextiles and trines are really beneficial aspect patterns. They just have those little minor differences. And like I said, this minor triangle, which again carries through at least through the rest of this year, 2026, is shaped by Pluto in Aquarius, Uranus at the end of Taurus, about to ingress into Gemini, both of which sextiling the Saturn-Neptune conjunction. So all of these outer planets are going to be harmoniously flowing with each other and having a high energy discussion about humanitarian restructuring. And something I want to note here with this minor triangle is that Pluto is making beneficial aspects to both of Aquarius's rulers, both traditional and modern. Aquarius being a sign of humanitarianism, innovation, intellectuality, uniqueness. So we have the transformational, innovative forces of Uranus and Pluto working together, directed by and focusing on the Saturnian responsibilities to Neptune, the collapsing boundaries, the collapsing structure of our society. Given all of the supercharged energy of this T-square and the minor triangle of this full moon, at the very, very bare minimum, this full moon will be a collective acknowledgement, both internally and externally, that things have to change. How uncomfortable we are now, and how uncomfortable that change is going to be. The revolution will not be televised, because it takes hard, hard work, and we all have a role to play, and it starts in here. And when I think about that energy of collective acknowledgement, both internally and externally on a global scale, I feel like it's highly likely that we're going to get more global fallout of the geopolitical tensions we are all experiencing and further uncoupling globally from the US. The US, never been united, let's be honest. The UN is coming to mind, particularly the recent announcement or statement that they are preparing for the potentiality of nuclear war with the Iran war. Another thing that's coming to mind is, like I said, the Epstein files have been a big Saturn-Neptune conjunction thing. The energy crisis is coming to mind because that's going to continue getting worse as this war worsens, and so that's bound to be a thing with this full moon. And also over the last week or so, we've started to see the AI bubble start to pop. So it feels probable that that will continue on with this full moon. For how this affects you personally, I of course recommend you look at your birth chart, look at your Aries house and your Libra house, as well as the conditions of your moon and your sun. And, you know, this collective acknowledgement of things needing to change, that we cannot put it off anymore. Again, the whole revolution will not be televised thing. This truth is being highlighted with this full moon and will be fortified over the next couple weeks as the moon moves through the signs and wanes her way to the Aries new moon.